it going? We're going to show you how to do a leaf wrap finial. Can be used for fire pokers, decorative barbecue instruments, things like that. So we'll get started on getting the leaf forged out on the end of this, and then we can proceed to getting everything shaped. First is we're going to taper the end of this to get a point. The longer the taper, the thinner the leaf. So if you want a wider leaf, you do a very short taper. I'm going to do a wider leaf on this. I'm going to do a short taper. My taper. Now we're going to set down on the far side of the anvil to separate this material from the rest of the bar. This is how you determine the length of your leaf. Do you want your leaf to be an inch long or half an inch long? It's up to you. The further you set down, or the more material you set off the edge of the anvil, the longer your leaf is going to be. Just about up to temperature now. I'm going to set down about there. Set down, my material separated now. If it will focus, maybe it'll focus better on the anvil. So I have my material separated from the rest of the bar. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back a little bit before I make my leaf, and we'll revisit in a second. Make a diamond shaped head for this finial and then wrap it around the stem of the tool. I know I want my diamond to be about an inch, like the hole of the diamond to be about an inch. So that means I need 4 sides that need to be an inch. That's 4 inches of material, plus at least another inch to wrap around the tool. So I need to have 5 inches of thin material to make the finial and wrap. and pull this taper back a little bit. Use the horn here. My transition much thinner now, so I'm not really doing half-face blows. I'm hammering right on the edge of the anvil to prevent from thinning this spot too much. Need to be thinner. Okay, so let's make our leaf. We're going to turn it up on the diamond. We're going to use our cross beam to make this wider. You're going to start in the middle and work your way on each side. Let's gain some width. Too cold down here. This is getting thinner and thinner. It'll be easy to break if you're not careful. Switch to a little bit smaller hammer here. Want to clean up this transition area so that it doesn't generate a crack. And also want to round up the stem a little bit. hoping and praying it gets to the center of the tip at the end. Too many chisels going up the side because we just put a bunch of texture in there with our cross beam. Our leaf currently. Now we need to thin a section here so that we can make our finial and have enough material to wrap this around the stem. So for that I'm going to set down on the front side of the anvil. There's a lot of mass here. Need to gain some length here. As I'm cooling off, it's not worth trying to forge because I could break it off here or I could break the leaf off because it's getting too cold. work this in a good heat. So I'm going to finish this and then take a quick measurement. Marks are, okay? I'm measuring here from the stem. I have about 4.5 inches. Let me just double check that here. 4 3/4. So I need to push just a little more out of this to make sure I have enough material to do the wrap and the diamond at the top. Next heat and clean up this transition. I'm just going to bend this out of the way. I want to clean this up here. I'm just looking for thick spots. Come in and clean up, I'm going to take the corners off very lightly. Round this off. Come back here and clean up this transition a little more. Here's the transition. Remember to always have heat on this so you don't break that leaf off the vibration. Use a very lightweight hammer again here just to clean up a little bit of this round. Something else to consider is wrapping around square isn't very appealing to me. I'm going to come down here about an inch, inch and a half, maybe 2, and round this section off here. Okay, let's get our hammer ready. This is just very light here. diamond up here? Well, first we're going to counter bend this so that we have a bit of an angle coming off this direction, okay? We'll start with that. I have a piece of 1 1/8 inch steel that I'm going to set up in my vise. side of the anvil. Lightweight hammer. Okay, now we're going to take another heat up here, set it back in the vise. Bend the other side. Alright, we're going to hold this in place. Just like that. Here, and bend this piece in. we have our diamond. It's important we get it centered. You can do that by adjusting the transition to the parent stop. Let's have a pair of rounding pliers here. Just pull it ever so slightly. Trying to crisp this corner up, but it's kind of difficult. I don't have a very high heat. Much better. Okay, now I want to give the leaf a little bit of life here. It's very flat. When you add waves to your leaf, it really improves the life, the lightness, of a regular leaf. You can do this over the horn. I'm going to do it with a pair of these rounding pliers. Really have to pay attention to where your heat is, because you may bend the diamond out of whack. So I know my diamond is good. I'm really going to pay attention to this here. Lock it in the vise so we don't distort this. You can also do this over the horn. Lock my diamond in the vise here real quick. Now to lock this all down, we're going to wrap this around the stem here. I usually just do this with a pair of tongs. We can give it a try with these. These might be a little bit lightweight, but we'll give it a shot. So I pinch right here at the transition.